Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches to come their way. It's the Giants going up against the Packers. With that, let's get you up to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember meeting him when he was playing at Cal, and I remember walking away thinking, instead of having Rodgers stitched on the back of his jersey, it should just say confidence, because that's how he felt about his own abilities and his ability to elevate a team.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Back deep for the Giants, Dwayne Harris. They try and bring the pressure, but he still gets off a good one. This is Harris. Oh, a little 360. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here come the New York Giants, led by Eli Manning. Happy belated birthday to Eli Manning, January 3rd this week. He turned 36, Mr. Davis.
Plenty of great experience, and what the Giants fans have to like, if you're talking about omens and looking for things, right? They're going to Green Bay to play the first-round game in the playoffs. They've beaten them the last 2 times they've gone there in the playoffs. And they're a wild card. And when they're a wild card, Eli Manning 8-0. And 2 Super Bowl championships.
Yeah, absolutely. And hoping to make that a 3rd. It'll be a tough road. We'll see. On 1st down, Manning. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey. Hey, we got 4
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
319!
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Tight end Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. 319!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Stays on his feet. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. As we peek at the starters defensively for New York, I'm thinking back to a couple weeks ago when I asked you the changes they made in the offseason, how they have formed this defense. Whatever they did, the moves they made, they worked.
Yeah, give Giants management a lot of credit because they went out and got Damon Harrison on the defensive line, and he makes it tough to run the ball inside. Olivier Vernon got better and better as the season went on as a pass rusher, and that's exactly why they got him. How about Janoris Jenkins? Covering people out wide. The bigger the star receiver, the better the performance you get from him. But all in all, the best player in the Giants' defense is their safety, Landon Collins. He's going to get some mention for Defensive Player of the Year.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Jordy Nelson, what a story he became this year. You got to think comeback player of the year if you're going to give out that award, right?
At a minimum, I would think. And, you know, let's face it, to me, he was a candidate for All-Star awards at the end of the year. He was 5th in receptions, 6th in receiving yards, led the NFL in touchdown receptions with 14. He got better and better as the year went on. And people often talk about after a knee injury, it's the second year back that they achieved their greatness again. I think Jordy Nelson's already there.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. On the carry, Michael. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Christian Michael taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here we go now with a look at the offensive starters for the New York Football Giants.
And Rashad Jennings, a running back, 7th-round pick when he came out. People tended to overlook him a little bit. But the last half of 2015, when he got the ball full-time, he showed his wares. Over 800 yards, he definitely has a 1,000-yard season in his future.
Here's There's Jennings. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Clay Matthews is an absolute force. Multiple Pro Bowls as an outside linebacker. He can swing inside and create the same havoc.
Third down and 4.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On 4th down, the Giants call on Brad Wing to punt it away. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Watch tight end. Everyone's got 4 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Five yards to gain here on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Tight right, tight right.
Rodgers to throw once more. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Caught by Cobb. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
4 down, 4 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 18 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Rodgers now on first down. And Jeff Janis has it complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Packers on top early. We're back to Lambeau in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Rodgers again now. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Crosby puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Bobby Rainey now to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
We got trips up here.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Beckham, he finished 3rd in the NFL with over 1,300 yards receiving this year. And going into the playoffs, how key is he if they're going to make a run?
To me, he's their #1 key because they count on him for those big explosive plays that either get them out of trouble or create great opportunities. Because the running game just has not been there for the Giants all year long. And despite double and sometimes triple teaming, Odell Beckham Jr. does provide that dash downfield that Eli Manning counts on.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. From midfield, here's Manning. And his throw here's incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Two yards to go here on 3rd down. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
We get a look now at the Giants' defense as they file into position. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which will be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now can they carry that over? And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run.
Hey, watch 12, watch 12.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Deep drop. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. On first down, Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Another pistol look here. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's brought in by Janis. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the first down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New York set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. Well, obviously, Wild Card Weekend is upon us, but don't forget about the 4 teams that have this weekend off. When you get to this part of the season, is that a big advantage? Or, I mean, we've seen some wild card teams run the table, so how big of an advantage is that first-round bye?
You're exactly right. We have seen wild card teams take it all the way to the Super Bowl and win it. The Giants have been a prime example of doing that. But every team I know would love to have that open week and be able to prepare for the playoffs. Why? You rest your injured guys, okay? Mentally, you get a little bit of a break. Everyone kind of gets out of the building for a little while. And the one thing that those teams get a chance to do, assess what's going on ahead of them, all right? They see how the other team plays, able to get in your game plan, almost like you can make the last move before you play.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Finding time. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Brad Wing now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers now on first down. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they'll run it here. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The linebacker, Kelvin Shepard, brings him down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out here in the eye. They start the drive with Jennings. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it's first down, New York.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
So the offense has it first and 10. Manning now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And that incompletion also gives me a chance to ask you about defensive MVPs. You know, I thought that it was going to be Von Miller. He had 13.5 sacks a few games ago, but didn't have any the final stretch of the season. But he still has a possibility.
No doubt. We still have to talk about him. He's one of the best defenders in the league. But how about some other names? Vic Beasley from Atlanta led the league in sacks. Khalil Mack, you have to block him with 2 or 3 guys on each and every play. How about Landon Collins and his playmaking for the New York Giants? Helped them get to the playoffs this year. And, of course, Eric Berry from Kansas City. A couple of pick sixes, the pick 2 against Atlanta, an all-around playmaker. And Aaron Donald's team didn't play very well, but he's one of the best ones in the league.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Manning going to give it to Perkins. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Brad Wing now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Giants defense now ready as they trot back out onto the field. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end right. You got 4.
On first down, Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Rodgers to throw on second down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time. He sets to fire deep. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And the lead is now 13. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Rainey to return it. Oh, what a move. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground.
Come on, not fair. Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Packers are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Giants just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10. Here the throw is hurried and picked off. Randles is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. After the INT, offense comes out now. Michaels is going to use a stiff arm to get away, and he'd cap off the 9-play drive with a TD. Packers take the early lead. Now 1st and 10, under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. Adams going to run it all the way back for the score. Giants now trailed by 6. Late in the second, here the pass is completed into coverage, and after the long pass, he'll score.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run. And while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now Manning throwing on second down. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. From the gun on third down, Manning. He finds Beckham complete. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
Now it's Jennings. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Dwayne Harris, the intended target, and it's third down. Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
3rd down and 5.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And they'll go on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They come up in an offset eye. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 3. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordy Nelson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Packers defense here getting ready. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
And they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? This is Jennings. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Manning surveying the field. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though, such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Jennings. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They run again with Jennings. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Delayed give, Jennings. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense. Automatic first down.
offense lining up 1st and 10. Perkins on the give from Manning. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That's a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Manning going to throw. It's caught. Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 38 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
319.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Fresh set of downs here.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Everyone's got 4 down. Right left.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the ground they go with a running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Rodgers now on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 3rd down, it's Michael. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Christian Michael, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. But he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goalpost.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball. There you go.
That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Rainey to return it. Oh, look at the juke. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. We focus our attention on the Green Bay defense as they head out. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect, because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway, because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway, that's for sure.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning will try again on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
10 yards to go on third. Throwing is Manning on third down. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing on first down is Manning. Finding time. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. first and 10. Here's Manning. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. He's got time in the pocket. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're trying to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On third and long, it's Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Manning, gotta have this one. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off, what a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Manning to throw on second down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Rashad Jennings from 17 yards out. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Rashad Jennings touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Second down following the incompletion. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It completes it middle of the field to Janis. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. To throw, it's Manning. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Manning now on 1st down. And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be a New York 1st. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Manning now on 1st down. He gets this one to Dwayne Harris. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Victor Cruz, 42 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope.
Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments in this one. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hey, 4 down. 319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Floating one incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
You got 4. You got 4.
Back to throw. Rodgers. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Crosby puts it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Rainey to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in a rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Rodgers throwing here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Rodgers to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Double tight. Double tight. 4 down. Check.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Single. Watch 23. Watch 23.
To throw is Manning. Cruz has it over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Well, not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
Back to throw. Manning. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Now Manning. And that is incomplete.
Offense.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Hey, we got 4 down, 4 down.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.